All right, everyone. Hello. And today we are going to be doing an elevator part video. This is just a little behind the scenes of what's actually happening when I make these videos. So I'm gonna let some people tune in here and then we'll get started. Yeah, so you guys are gonna get to see a little bit of behind the scenes of making an elevator part video because I'm gonna start one tonight. I don't know how far I'm gonna get with this because these can take a couple of hours to do, but I'll at least kind of show you guys the process behind the whole what we're doing. So the first thing that we have to do in preparing for an elevator part video is I have to get some I have to dedicate a memory card to it. Yep, there's the Market Parking Garage. So this has 3 hours and 18 minutes on this card, and the battery is kind of low. So I think we need to charge some batteries. I need to get another battery charging in case the big one craps out. So we'll go ahead and start off by getting some camera. I think this battery crapped out on me because it was giving me an error when I tried to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this camera for a charger. And here's my bag with all the other batteries in it. So we're going to get some more batteries out and just kind of do some prep work in case the camera goes dead. So I've got, I think all these are dead. Hi, everybody. I see some people starting to come on here. We're just doing the prep work for making the video. And I'm going to let you guys decide what part we work on next. So these 3 batteries need to get charged. So there we go. And we need a charger. That's tangled in headphones that I can't use anymore because, yeah. All right, well, first we gotta untangle them. There we go. Those are the old crappy headphones. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing charging. Can unplug the 3D printer. We're not gonna be using that. This is one thing on this project. I want it to be a simple one, so we'll hopefully do an easier project. I'll let you guys kind of choose, within reason, of course, what we're gonna start. But this week's part video, you guys, here's a little sneak peek. Here's a sneak peek, guys. This week's elevator part video. If you follow my community tab, you know what this week's part is. If you follow my community tab at all. So Thursday night on at 5 p.m. Central, this is gonna go live. So Andrew gave me this vector button, and it was just in pieces. The only thing I had was the plate and the button assembly, and I had to make these light bars and 3D print the arrows. So a build video on this is out on Thursday, and you can see how I wired it and put it together. So that's this Thursday's video. We're focusing on next Thursday's part video is what this one is. So now it's time to choose what part you guys would like to see me wire. Oh yeah, Dominic, yeah, you see that? Yeah, you like that? I think it came out really well. I mean, this is what it started with. Literally, I had this. It had the protective coat, the protective cover on it. And I had the button assemblies. I put the buttons together, and then I had to make that. Tyler, I don't have any touch buttons to work with. Here's all the parts I have to work with. A lot of these are already wired. Some videos I have to do in the future, I need to switch this Dover impulse out. So I need to put a new button in it. So, if you're referring to this thing, this is Adams. That's not actual touch. But this is something I need to change. This is already done, but I do need to change. This is a new Dover button. This is like a really crusty Dover button that hardly works. So I'm going to switch it out. So that'll be a video. I need to wire this Dover button here. That'll be another video. This Westinghouse, I'm going to make it light up. But I'm not going to do that today because that's going to be a project on its own. But I'm thinking, if you guys don't mind, this guy right here is going to be today's subject of wiring. We're going to do how to wire a HT button. So I think that's what I might do, because I'm going to do something similar to what I did on this button. I'm going to make a little assembly for it. because, I mean, that circuit board is just crazy. So let me see here. Yeah, if I ever run across an extra impulse, I mean, I have these two right now, but if there's an extra one, we could maybe help you with that. Let's see here. But yeah, my Otis Touch, you know, is just atoms. Which, see, just atoms, nothing too exciting. But we have the Lexans though; those are always exciting. But I'm thinking the video today is Series 7. That's not Series 7 isn't a thing. We have this Otis, and then this was last week's part wiring was this one. If you saw this, if you haven't seen this video yet, be sure to check it out. And then the week before was the little Schindlers here, and then obviously Thursday is the Vector. But I'm thinking this one, I know what building this came out of too. But anyway, so I'm thinking this is the one we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and put this. We're gonna do this as the video. And I want to see what you guys thought. So HT was actually the second most voted to see. Yeah, this was the HT was the second most voted because the Vector button was the most. That's why I went ahead and did that. This is next. Dover Impulse will probably be after. And then I need to do the black button because that's Andrew's black button. It's like right there. That's Andrew's black button right there, which he wants me to do some more work on it. He wants me to change the color, so I just figured I'll make a video out of it. All right. Dover's I filmed at the KC Convention Center. You mean the parking garage? Because those are pretty cool. How many Lexans do I have? I have two. Two Lexans. We've got the terminal. And we've got these, the intermediate here. HT call station was from eBay. So here's how it went. This is the first call station I got. I got it off eBay. And it had the board on the back. I got the other HT, the black one on eBay. It did not have the guts with it, and I put the guts from this one on that, but I'm going to take the guts off in the video because I'm going to put my own wiring in there. So in the video, I'm going to basically show you how to do what I did here and just kind of like make this thing work. And it's going to be a little different than this. The key switch is going to light up a light instead of turning on the button. Yeah, there was a ton of HT on eBay, and I just had to snag one. I actually was going to get the intermediate, but then Aaron bought it before me, and so I was like, "Well, okay, that didn't work." But but anyway, so yeah, that's the parts. This isn't a parts tour. We're doing it behind the scenes. So anyway, the HT buttons went really fast. I got a Twix here. Save that for later. All right, so it's time to get the camera and the button, and let's go work on the elevator here. So yeah, there's the parts. Down there, I've got the fat EPCO button there. I'll just do a short view of it all. Dover I2 valve there. Got a big EPCO there. We've got some bells, the cowbell. There's one of Andrew's Kone buttons I need to make something for. That'll be another video, by the way. That'll be another video. Got some of the bells. Got the dinner bell. Adam's bell. This little bell from a phone. An actual... there we go. This phone button just broke on me. The heck? Now it doesn't press anymore. There it goes. Weird. This thing is broken. This button is weird. I don't know. It's supposed to click, but stay. And I don't have a Monty panel. If you're referring to this thing, this is Andrew's. If you're referring to this button here, this is Andrew's. I made the blue alarm button, so. Yeah, I would wire the phone to something if I could, but, I mean, it's literally just a speaker, the microphone, and then, like, the broken button. I wonder who this came from. Well, all right. Anyway, enough of showing the parts. Let's go get working with the video. So I need my tripod. I have this like little janky tripod. This like little tiny thing that I had to tape back together. Very high quality tripod here. So let's go. I did like driving his car. That was fun. Which I'll be doing it again here soon. Yeah, it looks pretty cool with all the lights on. I decorated the parts shelf. But now we're gonna get started on the video. It's pitch black. I cannot see. I hope the door is unlatched. Yep. Okay, where's the switch? There it is. And we have a huge mess from the last video. Okay, well, first thing we gotta do is clean this up. I would totally do that too. I would make my phone do something. So there's the rest of the vector parts. Man, what a mess. Okay, let's clean this like mess up. So this is, I don't even think I'm gonna use that. I was gonna use that for something, but I decided not to. So let's throw that out. I don't need this anymore. Just having to clean up from the last project here. I like to kind of tidy up the workspace before we start the next video, just so everything's a little bit more organized and stuff like that. So we got some tape. All right, see ya, Tyler. Okay, there's my Dremel. There's my like wrecked cutting blade there. Probably, I cut this plexiglass here. This stuff I cut for the vector, and I've like messed up some of my tools, which I was kind of mad because it like melted on there. Got my paints. Let's put the paint away. My dad's moved everything around. He got this new shelf. We're not gonna go eat it Stick and Shake. Stupid shelf. My dad bought this new like really plastic, like really cheap shelf, and I don't know where everything is anymore. So let's put my tools back up here. I wish I had an actual shop. Like, I wish I just didn't, like, do this in, like, our basement, because it'd be so cool if I had, like, proper tools and stuff, but I don't. Oops. But if I had proper tools and such, I would totally, yeah, let's see here. Where do these go? They go in one of these drawers. I don't remember which one that's too big. Andrew's coming out in December sometime. I think he's coming around Christmas. There we go, they go in there. And there's another little screw. I think that one goes up here. Boop. There we go. Here's a little thing I made. We're getting the workshop cleaned up a little bit here. It's just a kind of a utter mess from the last project here. Yeah, he's coming in a couple weeks. Oops. If I had a vintage bus, I'd totally pick Andrew up in a vintage bus, but he's also driving himself, so there's really no way to pick him up when he's already driving. So, need to hang on to this stuff. And we are doing the Diesel Doocy drop, and there will be a special Fine, stay on the floor. There will be a special guest. No, Andrew doesn't fly out here. He drives his car. He doesn't like flying. Where I love it, you know, after I love flying, but I don't think Andrew does so much. He would rather take his car and drive to California. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Yeah, we're just cleaning up here from the last project. It's still like a absolute mess in this place here, but it's cleaning up nicely. I'm just kind of going to throw the soldering up there because I'll probably need that. And we might need hot glue. All right, let's get the camera. Got a wire. Yeah, I don't think Andrew likes flying very much. Where I'm the opposite. I don't... I'm not as much of a fan of... Wait, whoa, look at this, guys. There's a dead bug. There's a dead bug on here. Boop. Okay, you're on the floor. Dead bugs on the floor. Okay. So, and by the way, here's the rest of the vector parts. Get my wire cutters. Trying to clean up this place a bit here. So there's the rest of the vector parts. You can see there's some buttons. There's there's the contacts for a vector. So you can see it when you press down. Andrew's at work right now. Here's a vector button, like kind of put together, but kind of not really. That's all the parts for a vector. So I'll put that in there. That goes in there, and then the switch kind of sits behind it. Very weird buttons, and I shouldn't have thrown that bag away. Here we go. So I'm gonna put all the vector parts back in this bag. My home thermostat's upstairs. So, okay, let's put all this vector stuff away. When Andrew comes here, who really knows what's going to happen? I mean, there's going to be some crazy moments as always, because I mean, any visit with Andrew is going to have some wild and crazy moments in it. And I'm not going to say who yet, but we're going to have a special guest for some of our December trip when he's out here. Someone's coming out to there's someone else. No one's really going to know who they are. You guys won't really know him, but we're going to have a special guest for part of our visit. So that's going to be and this is not an elevator person at all. It's more of, you guys will find out later, but it's not someone on the elevator community or anything. You guys will have to see who it is. But yeah, you guys will, I think you'll enjoy it. And it's going to get crazy, of course, with him there. But yeah, so there is yes, I do know of SpongeBob. So, no, not a baseball player. Andrew and I both don't really care about, don't care about sports very much, so. What brand is our thermostat? I don't know. Probably something generic. Our old thermostat, like, really got stupid or something. So we had to get a new one because it kind of broke. It was like, I don't even know what it was, but we got a new one. I think my dad just bought, like, the generic one from Walmart. If we're being honest here. Let me see here. Steven, you might be right. I don't know. But we're just going to leave it with that. We do know, we're just gonna put there's gonna be someone else with us for some of the trip, and it's gonna involve some crazy stuff most likely. Yeah, Andrew did say someone from Switzerland. You are right. Someone from Switzerland. Since he's already said it on a live stream, I guess we can say that it's someone from Switzerland. I haven't, Jonathan. I have not spoke to Jacob. I actually haven't talked to him in a while, so I haven't had the chance to ask him that yet. All right, guys. So Operation Elevator Part Schindler is, gonna be starting here soon. So I'll give you guys a little bit of idea of what we're gonna do here. I should probably go get the other button so I can compare it, so I can show kind of what's gonna happen. I need another. Oh wait, I forgot about that Twix in my pocket. That's gonna melt. I'll eat that in a bit. Okay. But yes, Schindler HT. Let me get the other HT button so I can compare, kind of show what we're going to do with it. And also kind of show off if there's something missing. But so here's the other HT button. This HT button is so much better. This one, because it's so much more durable. There's actual metal in it. Like there's actual metal in this here. Where this is literally all plastic except the key. Like, I mean, this thing was brand new out of the bag. Like, it was in the bag still. And when I took it out of the bag, some of that plastic right there broke. I don't know if you see that. See how it's like all sharp? It broke. Cheap crap. That one's nice though. I mean, this one, you can't even see the thing. But I mean, if we compare them side by side, they're pretty cool. So you can hear they click a little bit differently, and that's because we're going to be putting a micro switch on it. So like you can see on this assembly here, where the normal circuit board was, I put a little micro switch in its place. What's that noise? Oh, the garage door is opening. But we got the little LED. It's kind of glued and soldered on there. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the creator of SpongeBob dying. I used to watch it when I was younger. It's definitely an interesting show. But yeah, there it is. So we got to start this video here. Here's the So actually something different too. If you notice I think this is the older one. It says fire service bypass, where this one says fire recall reset. So that's pretty cool. So you can see we turn this on, off, reset. And something different about this one is there's actually a light. If you see that little board down there, there's actually a light that comes on when you turn the key. So I'm gonna set that up for the key to turn that light on, where this one doesn't have the light. There's just a little hole where a light could go, which I could always add a light in there if I wanted to later. So yeah, I do not have a Nintendo Switch. But anyway, so we need to start recording the video. So I'm gonna focus on, I guess I could put both buttons in the, my gosh, I can't make a video with all that noise upstairs. There's no way I'm making a video with all that noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but so we may have to wait a little bit because that would just be very distracting in the video. Yeah, okay. So while we wait, let's eat the Twix. I'll answer a few questions while we wait. I'm gonna go ahead and frame up the camera and stuff here. This janky old tripod. All right, let's frame up the shot. Let me get this wire out of the frame. Stupid light. There we go. I'm trying to get it out of the frame. Here we go. It might just have to be in there a little bit because these are taller buttons. Yeah, so I'm just gonna frame up the shot. Let's get the little parts bin out of the way. And use my little janky tripod here. Hope it works. There we go. And put the buttons right there. Okay, so you can see there's the camera. There are the buttons. We'll do the little intro. I'll set you guys on the side so you can watch, but we got to eat a Twix first because we're gonna wait until the noise kind of comes down. I'm going to do some elevators today. I'm gonna wire an elevator part, yeah. Yeah. Which side? It's a left Twix. See? There we go. And there's the fire key right there. Okay. There we go. All right, anyway. So, I'm going to try to set the camera up where you guys can watch. You guys can watch what's going on. This key is AS100. It's the Schindler key. It runs the fire service. But I just messed up my shot. Let me zoom in just a little bit just to get that corner out of the shot. There we go. So there's what it's going to look like. So this video will go out in a couple. Yeah, Andrew's at work. So let me see if I can set up the angle. Oh, there you. That's perfect right there. All right, let me move the trash can out of the way. It's in the way now. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let me just go ahead and sign up the shot, and we're going to start recording. So here we go. All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome to another elevator parts video. In this video, we are going to be wiring some Schindler HT buttons. Now, this one here on the left is already wired, and we're going to be wiring this HT button here on the right. So this one's going to require a little bit more kind of creativity when it comes to wiring it, because this button has this big old circuit board on the back, and we want it to work without the circuit board. So that's going to be the goal of this video, is I'm going to show you how to take the circuit board off and kind of how you can build your own circuit to make it light up. All right, first clip is done. And let's see here. So good thing to do. So I kind of just did a little intro of what we're going to do. I'm going to move the camera a little bit just to give it a little bit different angle. As it's always cool to have more like interesting angles. So you're not looking at the same thing for 10 minutes because that's really boring. But yeah, so let's see here. I'll move these. I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to decide. we'll do it this way. You'll see this little corner here, but that's not that bad, I guess. So, okay, here we go. Let's see here. So if we take a closer look here at this button, we can see we've all seen this fixture design before. You have the little button, and it makes that clicky sound. We've got the key switch down here, which in an event of a fire, you would place your key in, turn it to the on, which would recall the elevator down to the lobby, or at least with the floor that this is on. And then when you're done, you would simply turn it to reset and then off. Okay, there we go. So there's that clip. The extended battery for my camera, it came with the camera. I actually have 2 of them, and I think one of them's going bad. But yeah, this when I got the camera, there was 2 of these in the case already. So, all right, so whoops, don't want that to be in the video. Okay, so I'll go back to this. We'll go back to this. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to do a zoom in. I'm going to kind of pan the camera. Oh, let me turn this so you guys can see him again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tripod off. And for this scene, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pan the camera like this and get a close-up of the 2 buttons. And then I'm going to do a little voiceover on top of it. So first, I'll just kind of talk as I pan the camera. Let me see here. Actually, maybe I won't. I don't know. So this is where part of making these videos, I have to kind of think out the video as I go. I don't really plan these out. I just kind of go for it. So yeah, I usually end up coming up with everything on the spot. It'd probably be a good idea for me to write down kind of the order I want to do this video, but I mean, oh well. So let's see here. So we've introduced we'd introduced the button. Showed how it works. I'll show the back side. That's what we'll do. So let me put the tripod back on, and we'll show the back side instead. These are my buttons, by the way. All right, so let me fix the camera here. There we go. Okay. Move this over a little bit. So what the wiring of this... let's see here. Actually, let me restart that. That was a camera kind of moved... Let me move it down a little bit because it's not straight. There we go. Don't want that to fall over. The problem with this camera is the tripod mounts in the front, and I've got this huge heavy battery on the back, so it tips over really easy. So I just have to be careful. Okay. So if we turn these buttons over, we can kind of see what we're going to do with this project. The one on the left is the button I've already worked with. I've taken the circuit board off, and I put on my own micro switch and put an LED where the normal LEDs on the circuit board would be. So it pretty much works just like the normal button would, except it just is a little different. So you see it presses down on the little micro switch, and there's just simply an LED that goes over the little opening instead of the actual LEDs on the board. For the key switch down here, you can pretty much all I've done is made it when you turn on the key, it just lights up the light. So it does that the similar way the button would. It just kind of, the current goes through the switch instead of through the button. Now on this button, there's something a little bit different. If we take a closer look at the key switch here, you can see there's another circuit board right on the base. And if we look at this button, you see there is no circuit board, but there's a little hole right there. So what that little hole is actually a little light. And this is the board for the light. On the front, there'll be a little red light that turns on when the fire service is enabled. So we're going to make this key switch light up the little red light. All right, there we go. There's that clip done. So what we're going to do now is pull this button to the side, because we're pretty much done with this button here. We're pretty much done with this one. And we're going to just focus on this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the little introduction to just how we're going to get started with the process, do like a little overview. So you guys, when you listen to it, you'll kind of know what to expect. I'll tell you some of the things that you're going to need to do it, because this is something that if you want to do, you're going to have to be able to know how to like solder, because there's going to be some soldering involved. I mean, if you don't know how to solder, you could really rig it with tape if you really wanted to. I mean, but I'm basically going to say the things you're going to need. So another thing I'm going to actually need to get out is one of the little micro switches, because we're going to use that. So there's vector parts, more vector parts, yet even more vector parts. Actually, I'm going to ask you guys real quick, what color, because I want to do a different color than red on this button. What color would you guys like to see? We can do pink. There's the pink ones. We could do pink. We could do white. We could do green. Those are all the colors I have right now is pink, white, or blue, You could do blue as well. The yellows I have are really terrible, but I will do pink, blue, green, or white. I'm seeing green. Yeah, a lot of people are wanting green. You love blue, green. I'm seeing more greens than blue. So I think we're going to wire this green. So let me get the green LED out. And my little, yeah, you guys are wanting green. Yeah, it looks like the winner is green here. So we're going to get one of the big green LEDs here. There's our LED. Just like that. Okay, so we need the LED. We need a battery pack. I hope I have battery. If I don't have any battery packs, this video is just done. I'm not even going to finish the video because I can't. So let's get to the wired part. Let's get to the messy part here. So let me put the pink LEDs back in. Ah, there we go. Battery pack. We need some wires, which I'll pull the wires out as I need them. That's the messy part of my bin. And we're gonna need a switch. So let me pull the micro switch out. So we just need one of these little guys. So yeah, if you do want to make this project, when you do see the video, you will have to buy some things. I mean, unless you just have them. Like if you have them like I do already, you know, it doesn't really matter. But I have all sorts of parts ready to go for wiring. But if it's something that you don't do all the time, you'll probably have to buy a couple things. Battery pack, some switches, an LED, and you may have to know how to solder a little bit. I mean, that's really all you need though. But yeah. So anyway, let's go and turn the camera back on. Oops. Let me put the, actually, let's put the vector parts in my stuff here, because this isn't something I'm going to actively need. Throw the vector parts in there. All right, let's go ahead and set the camera back up, and we'll get to the parts. Oops. Okay, so let's do the next shot here. Let me see what, okay. Okay. Now, before we get started on building and working with this button, there's a few things you're going to need and maybe know how to do in order to do this project, because we are custom making some stuff on the back. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to be able to at least know how to like solder. Let me get this actually. Okay, so you're gonna need to be able to know how to solder stuff. I mean, these can be picked up for not too expensive. If you don't really know how to solder and you don't really know how to do it, and it's not something you're familiar with, then maybe this project isn't right for you. Oh, hang on. We're gonna have to redo that shot. Water came down. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but water just came down. We have all like the sewage pipes in here. They're right there. Water just came down that. So we're gonna have to redo this shot. We're gonna have to redo that shot. So let's delete that shot real quick here. Just that last take because it's bad. Boop. Just so I don't have to go through so many videos when I get on the computer. There we go. Yeah, that's the only problem with filming, like especially when people are in this room, because there is a lot of random noises in here. There's all the clips from the vector button. Anyway, back to filming. Now that little and the AC just turned on too, or the heat. Yeah, BTS, behind the scenes. Yeah, I mean, this is what this is. I mean, essentially, this is just a behind the scenes. Let's hang out. You guys can see what I do to make these videos. So now that I have to redo this shot, let me think this one out a little bit more, so I don't have to film it like 6 times. I have the soldering iron here. I'm gonna have all the parts. See you, Steven. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of the behind the scenes. So I'm gonna get the parts ready to show what you need. Got the soldering here. Won't need the key. So yeah, okay. I don't have one of those like little clicky things. You know what they use, like the. Hang on, let's see if I can make one real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna, you know what I'm talking about. The little things they like knock down in the movies. So like like that. Let's try that. Take number 2. Yeah, whatever. All right. Okay. Now, if you're wanting to build this yourself, there are a few things you might want to know about this project because we are custom making some things, and it's not just as simple as shoving some wires in there. We're going to have to get a little creative since we're not actually using a circuit board or any sort of, any electronics of any sort. So the first thing you're going to really need to know for this project is you're either going to at least have, if you know how to solder, you'll need to be able to solder, but if you can maybe get someone to help you with it if you don't know how, because you will need to solder some LEDs together and some on the switches if you don't know how to. Now, if you don't know how to solder and you don't have access to one, you don't know, you just think, oh, this is not possible. Maybe this project isn't right for you. I mean, this is going to require a little bit of custom making here. But if you are going to continue working on this project, you will need a few things. So you will need first some sort of power supply. Now, the power supply you choose is based upon your LED's voltage. So essentially we need an LED, a switch, and a battery pack. So your LED, this is a 3-volt green LED. And let's say you decide to use a 9-volt, then instead of using a AA battery pack, you would want to use a 9-volt battery. So your power supply needs to match the voltage of your LED. In this case, we're going 3 volts. Now your switch, you need a little micro switch. And you can pick this stuff up online. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You just need a little micro switch. You can pick these up real cheap online. And if you want to have that HT feeling, you want to get one that's a micro switch and it clicks. Because when we put it back there, you'll press it and it'll feel just like a normal HT button. Okay? So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to show the back. So now that we got that done, we're going to show the back. We're going to turn the camera down and show all the parts laying in front of this. I'm going to take this out. Zoom in. Now, once you've acquired all the parts that you need, we're going to go ahead and get started with disassembling the original elevator part. Now, if your part has the circuit board attached to the back, we're going to want to take that off. Now, this button actually didn't come with the circuit board. I put this on because I had this circuit board already. I just put it on for temporary. But so if yours has the circuit board, we're going to take it off. If not, we're just going to watch as I take this board off. But pretty much we just want the base button. And also make sure we leave the key switch on because we are going to use that. All right, now that we've done some footage of explaining what we're going to do, we're going to set up a little time lapse over here so you can watch as I take it apart. So I'm going to put my phone somewhere else because it's going to be in the way. I guess, let me see. Yeah, it's in the shot right now. Let me see. Maybe I can put it... I need it to get out of the shot. They don't last very long, no. Yeah, I don't know if this board's any good or not. This is just the one that came off of this other button. This one right here. But I just put the board on here. And... this is just my personal opinion here. I mean, it's just an elevator button. We don't really need all of this. I don't know. It's what they did, so can't really complain. It works, but I just don't see the need for such a huge circuit board for such as just a call button, But, everything's computerized now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this board. Let me line it up on the camera. I'll move the phone right here so you guys can see that. Hopefully the phone doesn't fall over. Start the camera. Yeah, wait until I'll show you guys the board when I pull this off. Let me get my screwdriver so I can pull this board off. I love how I just didn't even tighten this screw down. I was just like, I can't be bothered to tighten the whole screw down because I'm gonna take it off anyway. You see my laziness right there. All right, we're in frame, so let's go ahead and just take this off. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So my phone is starting to run low on battery. So when I get the 10% warning, when you get the 10% warning, I think I'm probably gonna end the live stream. Like I said, I probably won't get to show you guys the whole thing. Yep, there's two of them. There's two of them. Does a lot on the board. Yeah, I find this interesting how this this board is so complex. And once I'm done with this take, I'll show you guys the board a little bit more in detail. And if any of you know what this stuff does, I'm curious. So let me pull the board off. And we're gonna put it to the side. Okay, now let me just do a quick clip for the video. All right, so once you remove the board, you can see this is what the button looks like underneath. Now, if you had one with the down button, this is where your down button would be. You can see there's no down button on this, so it's just a little opening right there. There's not even a hole in it. But for the button that you have, you'll notice there's the opening for where the light would go through, and then this little plastic piece which pushes up on the button, which we don't have anything here right now, which we're gonna add something. Another thing you're gonna want is if you do have the little screw, you're gonna wanna save one screw because we're gonna tighten this down to hold this plastic piece in place. So now we've taken the board off, let's go down and see how we're going to actually build the circuit on here. All right, there we go. There's that clip. So now that I'll put the camera to the side just for a second, and I'll show you guys the board. I mean, really? I don't, like, so this is the button. These are the buttons. When you press down, it pushes this. There's the LEDs. There's another button right here. I have no idea what that would be for. And then there's these little guys on the side. There's a port on the back, there's two on the bottom, and then there's these two on the top. Oh, this is a reset here? That's a reset? Okay. So what do these do on the side then? Because I mean, like this one I know, like, so if you get a screwdriver here, and you turn this one, it like latches, it clicks into each position, where this one just kind of turns wherever. So is this how you like set, is this how you like, I don't know, like how do you, what are these for? Because like this thing goes from 0 to 9 and A through F. You can just turn it. And then so that's interesting. And then we got, yes, I mean, this is an interesting board. The blue one addresses the floor. Okay. Because, I mean, this is interesting. What's the white one do then? I mean, this is cool. I mean, this is kind of neat. Let's see here. With brightness. Yeah, I want my elevator light to be a little bit dimmer. Yeah, the new elevators are literally just computers. It's interesting. I mean, it's interesting to look at like the old buttons compared to the new. Because I mean, for this just to be a call station, I mean, wow, that's crazy. If you take the board from the second floor and move it to the third and doesn't address the 3, it will go to 2 still. Oh, really? So you use the blue to tell the controller which floor you're on. So if this is for the second floor, and you have to set this to the second floor, and then that's interesting. That's kind of neat. Yeah, because how else would it know what floor it's on? You know, if you didn't tell it. And because I mean, like on the old elevators, you would just wire it to that relay or something. But this one, that's interesting. So I mean, I've noticed there's a ton of ports on here. So like, I guess are they all connected together, or like, because I see there's 2 of these. Would they connect in with each other? Huh. Because there's a port on the back, and this is very fascinating. Actually, this is very fascinating. Because I always wanted to know what all this stuff does, and it's kind of interesting to hear. I mean, but yeah, so that's the board for the HT call station. So that's pretty neat. Let me see here. That's pretty cool. That is very interesting. So, but I mean. So yeah, I guess I'm guessing you frequently, or you know how you've worked with these boards before. So you're gonna love what we do with the with this. Yeah, I just keep this board for just kind of keep it in my collection of things. But yeah, so now what I'm gonna do is kind of build my own circuit board on the back with just some hot glue and some buttons and stuff. Because I mean, I don't know how I don't think I could. There's no way I'm wiring that thing up. Oh, you just maintain them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just making this to, just to make it light up. I mean, that's what this one was. I mean, I took the board off and I just kind of added my own little thing on here. So that's what I'm doing with this one. So, all right, let's get the camera back out and let's start talking about how we're going to build this. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you assemble this is we want to latch down this plastic piece here. You can see it it doesn't really hold down very well. So we want to screw that down. So if you got the screw with the board, just simply take the screw and put it on in so it'll hold down the plastic. And we're just going to cut this bit out here because, you know, no one really wants to see me tightening up a screw. Okay, almost there. All right, once you're done, you will notice when you press down on the button, it doesn't bend up like it did before, and you can see there's the little plastic piece that will push on the button. Okay, okay, there's that scene done. Now we're just going to change the, let me see here. Just reading what you guys have to say. There we go. So I'm going to change the camera angle. I'm going to move the board out of here because we don't want to see this anymore. We're done with that. We're already confused by the board in the video. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to put the button in. So I would glue the button over the top. So when we press down on the button, it presses in. So see how it lays there? It does that. So I'm gonna heat up the hot glue for this. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit. So another time to chat. You see, there's a lot of downtime in these videos. A lot of just waiting for things to heat up or just working on other parts while we wait. So close the camera, just conserve the battery. This is gonna be a fairly short video, but it'll be informative in case anyone wants to wire an HT. Because there's obviously no way we're wiring that circuit board. Yeah, there's no way I'm wiring that, or I'm even gonna mess with that board. I want to leave it alone too. I mean, that's a cool board. So, I've got a few other circuit boards too. I've got from the Otis Series 1, I've got the Chime. I wish I could get that thing to ring, but I don't think I'm going to. But, just waiting for this hot glue to get ready, to warm up. It takes a little while sometimes. It's kind of slow. Those screws over there. So if you guys have any questions or anything while we wait, be glad to answer your guys' questions on really whatever you want. I'm not sure what my percentage on my phone is, but when my phone starts to go dead, yeah. So, what's the meaning of life? I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. I can't tell you that. Seek professional philosophy for that. I took philosophy and I hated it. So, Would I eat at Taco Bell? Yeah, I would. I've eaten there before. It's meh. It's just meh. I mean, if I want a quick taco, yeah, I'd go there. I'd go to Taco Bell just for a quick taco, but there's places I'd go over it. I mean, if I wanted good tacos, I'd go to an actual Mexican restaurant. Yeah, everyone has a different answer, of course. Yeah, everyone has a different answer to what the meaning of life is. That's why I don't say anything, because I don't know. Everyone has their own opinion, I guess. That was actually one of the assignments I had to do in philosophy. I had to write like this paper about what I thought the meaning of life was. It was just like this corny paper I wrote, because like, ugh, I hated philosophy. I mean, that's just me. I'm not putting it down, but personally, I didn't like it. Quick taco Chipotle. Yeah, if we had Chipotle around here, I'd probably go there, but we don't have them around by me. The closest one, I think, is in St. Louis, so. Pee-wee, there's one by my, I don't even know what Pee-wee is, to be honest. My favorite color is blue. You can't see that, but blue shirt. Yeah, that was a terrible example. Laxative and Andrew's drink? No, we're not going to do that to Andrew. Andrew will probably do that to Jacob, though. Let's see. I've eaten at IHOP before. It's pretty good. I've never had Denny's, though. Let's see here. Let's see here. Wait, let me see. Yeah, there's no Chipotle within, like, yeah, I mean, St. Louis for me is like 70 miles, so I'm not driving that far just to go to Chipotle. We have a Qdoba, and to be honest, guys, I did not like Qdoba. I mean, it didn't do much for me. Let's see, what's my favorite food? Oh, that's a hard one. It really just depends on what mood I'm in. Like, there's some mood days where I'm like, man, tacos. I want tacos. Sometimes I want pizza. I always like a good cheeseburger. I'm not like a huge burger person. I mean, I like my cheeseburgers once in a while, but, yeah. And, no, I don't have Snapchat. So, all right, so this hot glue thing's ready to go, so I'm just gonna do this next clip here. Okay, so the first thing let's see here. I'm trying to remember what I said before. Okay. All right, next we're going to add the little micro switch. Now, one thing you want to note is you want to know what the pins are. So you can see there's C, NO, and NC. So this stands for common, this is naturally open, and NC is naturally closed. And it's basically what it means. That's pretty much what they are. C is common, so this is common to both of these. And here's a diagram up on the screen to kind of explain what's actually going on here. So naturally open is naturally open. So the contact here is not touching this pin right here. So C and NO are not touching right now. Now, if you also notice, if you look at NC, that stands for naturally closed. And naturally closed, well, is exactly what it is. It's closed. So right now, a current would flow from C to NC. Now, if we press down on the switch, you'll notice things change. The NO now becomes closed to the C, and C to NC is now open. So it's pretty simple how the switch works, and what we're going to be focusing on is the C and the NO. Those are the two you want to make sure you know where they are. Okay, so you guys just learned a little bit about switches. Now I'm going to readjust my camera, and now I'm going to show how I put the switch on. If we take a closer look at the actual button, you'll notice there's this little ledge on the side, and now this works great for what we're going to do, because we can actually glue the switch right here on that ledge, so when we press the button in, it presses down on that switch. So I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to place a little bit of glue on the switch, just like so. And then I'm just going to place it on in a spot where when I press down, it presses down on the switch. Once it dries, you'll see when I press down on the button, it clicks just like an HT button. All right, there we go. There's that clip done. Now I gotta let the hot glue dry down. I gotta get all these like glue blobs off the table. I don't know if you guys can see them here. There's little glue blobs on the table. So I gotta peel them all off. Peeling the glue blobs off. I need to let that one dry. It's not gonna come off the table very easily. There it goes. I probably should do this on a different surface so I don't have to pick all the glue off every time I use the hot glue, but you know what? They're not that. Once they dry up, they're not hard to take off. See? Cleaned up just nicely. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is do the soldering part. So once this hot glue dries, I'm going to switch out with the soldering iron, and we're going to put the rest of it together. So I'll set this up here. Let's take the hot glue and put it to the side. And I'm going to heat this thing up here. And put this at, I think 300 degrees will be good. I don't want to touch this. This will hurt if you touch that. Okay. So now we wait. We wait yet again. So I'll do some more questions while we wait. Are you guys going to do any elevators today? There we go. Let's see here. Do you eat at McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's? If I had to choose between those three, it'd be Wendy's. Do I like McDonald's? Oh, same kind of question. McDonald's, it just depends. So if I had to choose which place I'd go, it would definitely be Wendy's. McDonald's is okay. I'm not a big fan of the burgers. I get the Filet-O-Fish there a lot, and I go to McDonald's a lot because I'm with Andrew. When I'm with Andrew, I basically go to McDonald's every day. I don't usually get a lot. I'll steal a few of his French fries, as you probably know. If you've seen the road trips, you know I like to steal his French fries. I don't really personally like French fries all that much, but I like them, but not so much where I want to eat a whole order of them, even a small order. I just like a couple, like a few fries. So Andrew gets a large fry, and I just take a few off of him. So, you know, it works. But yeah, I usually end up getting like sometimes I'll get a Filet-O-Fish and a cup of water because I don't drink a lot of soda either. I mean, soda's just sugary and lots, you know, I'd rather just drink water. It's better for you anyway. So, yep. Let me see what else. Someone had another question here that I liked. Did I have braces? No, I didn't. I did not. I don't remember 9/11. I was only 1 year old when that happened. Did you have a Del Taco? I like chicken tacos, I guess, if that's what you... Play Super Mario World. That's a great game. I don't play it actively right now. I mainly play online. I don't live in St. Louis City. I live near it. How is the little train engine doing? I don't know. He's with Andrew right now. My little train engines are sitting on my shelf, looking cool. But Andrew's is probably in his pocket on a train right now. All right, now that the soldering's ready, I'm going to do the next part of the video. Okay. Let's see here. All right, for the next part of this little construction here, you're going to want to plug in your soldering now. This is where we're going to solder some things to our button. And the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and just take care of the battery pack. Now, obviously, we have the red wire is positive and the black wire is negative. Another important thing to note is your LED. Now, what you're going to want to look for on the LED is the shorter pin, and there's also a flat side to the LED. So if you can see the flat side right there, that is the negative end of the LED. Usually, and you can see also here we have the long pin for positive, the short pin for negative. That is important, so make sure you can figure out what the polarity of your LED is. So what you're going to want to do is on your switch, you're going to want to locate the common pin, which hopefully you did that earlier. And you're going to take your red wire from your battery pack, and you're going to just wrap it around there, and you're going to solder this wire to that pin. Okay, so now I gotta get it to go around here. I'm trying to get this thing to bend. Okay, I almost just poked myself with it. All right, I'm trying to bend it. Hang on, we're having some technical difficulties here. This thing is like really stiff. There we go. Got it. So let me wrap this around here. So now I'm entering the video as kind of in a time lapse. Super chat. Hang on. Let me put this on. Who super chatted? I need to check. Tyler, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much. I don't have I can't ring a victory bell right now, guys. Sorry about that. People are trying to sleep. If I ring the victory bell, I'll wake everyone up. Okay. So let me solder this real quick. Hang on, dump that off there. Yeah, I'll do a ring. Hang on, let me go get my Adam's bell and I'll do it in here. Let me just solder this real quick because it's kind of hot. I don't want to burn myself right now. You know, this is probably a really bad idea. I don't have I'm not in a very, very well ventilated area. I mean, I am in a very open room, so I don't mind doing this inside here. All right, let me go get the bell. Here, I'll take you guys with. You guys can see me get the bell. I got to do a victory bell. Okay. Go all the way in the back. Okay, this is for the $2. 2 rings. One ring for each ring for it's $1 a ring. Now, there we go. That's the victory bell. I have a victory bell now. I just had to go get my Adam's bell for that. So yeah. All right, so now let me do the next clip for the video. All right, now once you've soldered your red wire to your common pin, the next thing you're going to do is get your LED. And what we can do here is we can lay our LED over the opening and bend the 2 sides down, so we can simply lay the LED over the top. Let me bend these down. Okay, just like that. Once you've bent your LED, once you've bent the pins on the LED, again, you want to note which side is positive and negative, and you can do that by finding the flat side. The negative is the flat side, and we're going to lay this over the top right here. Now, if you look closely, the camera, I went out of focus. Come on. Okay. If you look closely, the one pin will line up perfectly with the naturally open pin on the switch. So we can directly solder right to the switch from the LED. Okay, I see another super chat. All right, I will ring the bell. Thank you, Tyler, again for the $1. I'm just soldering right now, so I will ring the bell when I'm done here. If I can get it to, it's a wobbling. There we go. All right. So you can see here we have soldered the positive to the naturally open pin on our switch. Now the next thing we need to do is attach the negative wire to our negative end of the LED. And we're going to basically do the same thing. We're going to take this and solder it to the negative pin of our LED. So okay, there we go. Oop. You guys are seeing the real struggles for these videos. Okay. The smoke went right onto the camera. There we go. Make sure that stayed. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now let me turn the camera off. So let me properly thank. Okay, Tyler, thank you for the $1. This is for that $1. So thank you for the super chat. Very appreciated. And oh yeah, we're wiring elevator buttons. Sorry that you can't watch it. You can watch the replay of this, and the actual video will be going up in a couple weeks. It won't be this Thursday, but the Thursday after. All right. Oh, let me go grab a couple batteries. We need some batteries to put in. I ran out of batteries. So I need to go get some. Oh, Steven, you bought one. Nice. I think you probably bought one from the same seller I did on eBay. This video will show you if you want to wire it up, how you can, but you kind of have to know how to solder and have a couple of... Did you really buy that thing, Steven? The one for like $50? Did you buy that? Was that the one? Was that you that bought that? I hate to say that you kind of wasted your money. That's not worth that much. Yeah, Steven, that button is not worth $50. Oh. All right, so my phone just complained that I'm at 10%. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to keep this stream going because I think you guys are enjoying this, and I'm almost done. Let me get my charger. Okay, so let me unplug this soldering iron because I don't think I'll need it anymore. Yes, I will actually, but we'll charge the phone in the meantime. Let me make sure I'm not going to burn my hand touching this. Oh, this thing is hot as heck still. It is so hot. I do not want to touch it. It's at 300 degrees Celsius, which is intensely hot. So we're going to push this over here out of the way. Yeah, you saw those 300 you saw those. Yeah, a lot of stuff on eBay is overpriced. I mean, sometimes you got to pay a little bit more, but yeah, I'm keeping the stream going, guys. Boom. You guys are staying alive now. This is your connection to the stream. Well, not really, but this is your lifeline for now. And this is long enough. Yeah, Steven, by the way, if you do return to Alpha Tower and you get some of that stuff like you were saying, let me know. Let me know because I'm interested in some of that. If you're up for it still, I'm interested still. So yeah, if you do get back in there, let me know. I think I told you what I was interested in. If not, I'll message you after this stream. Okay. All right. So once you've soldered on the other battery connector, you can see if you want to glue the other end on, you can. It's probably a good idea. But I just want to show you that it works. So all you need to do is put some batteries into your connectors. And simply give your button a press, and you will see it lights up, just like that. So we have the actual button portion done, but what about this key switch? So depending on what kind of key you have, now depending on, let me start that whole thing over. Now depending on what you have down here, the key switch will kind of determine on what you want to do with it. So this key switch has the little red light on the bottom. And I want to make it whenever I turn the key, it lights up this little, just this little light that's on here. So we need to figure out what the wires are for. So if you have just the key switch, you'll have 3 colors wires. You'll have the black, the red, and the orange. The black is your common. The red is what happens when you turn it on. Okay, let me redo that. Let me do another take for that. That was awful. Let me see here. I was reading the chat here. That's why. Let me see here. Yeah, Steven, if you can get that, if you can go back and get parts for that, I mean, I will pay for the shipping of stuff. I will pay you and for sure. Schindler, I need to show my Schindler button. Schindler near me. Yeah, it lights up green. Let me show you guys real quick before I do this next take. So, anyway, back to the video. So now that we've got the light working on the button, let's take a look at the key switch. Now, what you do with the key switch is gonna kind of determine on what you want and what you have available. So on my key switch, we've got the little light that turns on when you turn on the fire service. And now what I want to do is make it whenever I turn the key to on, that lights up. So we're going to have to show you, so first thing we have to do is figure out what each of these wires do. So if you have just the key switch, you'll have 3 wires, the black, the red, and the orange. Now the black wire is the common wire. This is going to be what we hook up to our positive on our battery. The red wire is the output for when you turn it on to fire service. So when you turn the key on, it goes to fire service. This is the wire that will be used for that. When you turn the key to recall or reset, when you turn the key to reset or bypass, whatever that one says, that's going through the orange wire. Now, if you have this little circuit board, there'll be two wires. You'll have the purple wire and the red wire. The purple wire is the negative and the red wire is the positive. So let's say you don't have the little red light. How are you going to wire this up? Now, what you would want to do is just depending on what you want the key switch to do, you would connect your black wire, your common, to the red, to the same pin as your positive of your battery pack. If you want it to only light up when you turn the fire service to on, you will take the red wire and put it to your NO pin on your switch. If you want both of them, if you want both positions of the key switch to light it up, you would connect these two together and put that on your NO pin on your switch. Now, in my case, I want it where, let's see, actually, I just thought about something, guys. I'm going to have to get an extra wire. I'll do that in a second. Okay. Now, in my case, I want it where when I turn the fire service to on, it turns on the little red light on the key switch. I don't know if I'm going to make I think I'm also going to make it where bypass does that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the red and orange wires together just by twisting them together a little bit. I just realized I'm going to have to plug in the soldering iron again. Hopefully the phone will have charged up enough by then. Let me read your guys' chat real quick. By the way, Steven, if it's crusty, if it's got paint on it, it's got dust, no problem. I clean up elevator parts. Yeah, if you can get a COP, lantern, and bell, and the inspection thingy, that's really all I care about. That's all I really like. If it's dusty, if it's dirty, leave it to me. I'll clean it up. Don't worry about it. That's part of the fun of parts. But yeah. But I mean, if you could do that, Steven, that would be super cool. And I will pay you. I would pay you for shipping too. I would, because I mean, I'm not just gonna say, hey, send me a bunch of elevator stuff and you pay for it. No, that's not right. But all right. Anyway, gotta keep filming. So now that I've attached these wires together, what I'm gonna want to do is take the red wire from the lights, because this is our positive side, and we're gonna connect that to these two wires, and we're gonna tighten those together. Get a wire nut. Now, another thing that you might want to do is just add a small little wire nut to this, which kind of closes up which covers the which covers the wires so you can't short it out or anything. Now, if you don't have a wire nut, you can simply wrap it in electrical tape. Put that down there. Oh, that's gonna reach. No worries. Okay. Never mind. All right, let me see what else you said. You've never eaten at McDonald's before? You're not missing much. By the way, Mikey, the buttons aren't on eBay anymore. They sold out right away, basically. I mean, you're going to have, if you really want to catch an elevator button on eBay, you've got to look pretty often because things come and go, and they come and go pretty quick. So I would just be on the, if you really want something, be looking for it and just search for it. And maybe one day one will come up. It's not like there's going to be one on there. Someone has to sell one of, someone has to put one up, and you have to hope that someone else doesn't buy it first. So let me check what my percent, let's see, let me, well, I can't check my battery percentage. Yeah, I can't check my battery percentage without taking the stream off. So I've had this charger in, so I'm gonna quickly unplug the phone, and it'll tell me 10% if it's too low. Nope, we're good. Let me move this over here. There we go. All right, now we can plug the soldering iron back in, and we can quickly do this take, and I'll plug this back in. So heating up the soldering iron. Yeah, feel free to ask questions if you have any questions. On eBay, they were selling an ancient Montgomery COP. I saw the Montgomery COP and the Otis Lexington call stations. Huh. I may have snagged those. Actually, what ended up happening is I got two of them. There was an intermediate and then a terminal. And I only wanted the terminal. So I kept the terminal and I gave Justin the intermediate after I cleaned it up and restored it for him. Even wired it for him, too. Put in a bunch of PayPal and purchase this. Yeah, you have to buy a button pretty quick. I mean, they go away. Yeah, an entire Lula. Let me just take my Lula, pack it up in a truck, and send it off to someone. Because that's how it works. Okay, let me see if this is hot enough. Yep, it is. Time to do this next one. The next clip. Once you attach your wires together, you're going to want to connect your positive and negative to the battery here. And we can do that, and that's pretty simple to do. So we've already established that this is the common wire for the switch. Now we're also going to make this the positive wire of the key switch. So we're going to want to attach this black wire from the key switch onto this common pin right here. And then since we're using the circuit board for the LED on the fire service light, we're going to want to make this the negative side, and we're going to want to simply solder this on our negative. Pretty simple. I hope this video isn't confusing if you guys watch it. I'm trying to make this very okay, this is stressing me out. I cannot, hang on. Make sure I don't burn myself. Don't want to break anything. Let me reposition the camera here. I need my room here. Okay. I think I can have enough solder on here to just... Come on. This may or may not work. Oh! Ah! Didn't work. Hang on. I messed that up pretty good. Let me break that connection right there. All right, that didn't work very well. Where's my all right, hang on. Epic fail. Let me redo this solder. This is pretty bad here. Yeah, that was awful. Let me redo that. Let's redo that. Let me suck all this up here. So we had our first epic fail. That's one thing you guys don't see on the videos is you don't see all the fails that I do sometimes trying to do this. All right, this is an awful position for all this stuff too. I gotta readjust here. Okay. This wire is in the world's awful spot. Okay, let me put this back together and then we'll do the rest of the video here. Let me put this on here. Let that dry up. There we go. Yeah, so you guys got to see a little bit of an epic fail. Let me put the camera over on this. Uh-oh. All right, well, there is the 10% warning, so I'm going to get this done quick because I do not want the stream to die. Okay. Scratch, okay. Okay. This is going to be a very awkward position. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I just need to add solder to it. That's the only thing I got to do. Almost got it. There we go. Got it. Okay, now let me move this over here. I think we got it here. Yep. Let me zoom out. I'm glad I was recording because I Almost didn't hit record. Okay, now let's put this on this side here. So let's twist the wire together here. Oh, I love soldering. It's fun. Yeah, if you can solder, I mean, this project will be great for you. Because, I mean, it involves soldering, so... Yeah, I remember I used to be so bad at it too, but I mean, I've just done it so much with the elevator. You know, wiring these elevator parts, I've done it so much that, I mean, yeah, I've done it so much that I've just kind of gained a skill for it, you know, just doing it on my own. Let me plug my phone back in now that unplugged the soldering iron. There we go. Yes, I have seen Forrest Gump. It's a good movie. You soldered in shop class. Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, and what I think is cool, I love how it, like, whenever you get the wire hot enough, you put the solder, it just sucks it all in. That's very satisfying to me. So let's test it, guys. We're going to see if it works. Jacob's not here. Andrew's not here. So watch this. Wait, let me see here. Oops. Ooh. I don't like that. I might end up gluing that down. There it goes. Oh, it's so dim. Because it's... Why is it so, like... I gotta figure out why it's so... Oh. Let me, I'm gonna have to resolder this. This is so... Oh, it came off. Well, no wonder why it wasn't working. Okay, well, let me organize these wires first. I don't need to film fixing it because they already, to you guys on the video, you already thought I made it work in the first place. And I think it's pretty obvious if it doesn't work. You'd be like, oh, well, maybe I need to fix it. So let me get these wires kind of situated here. Ugh, there we go. Perfect. Move the white wire. Oh, sorry about that. That was my charger. Move it back behind there. Well, I can't, I don't know if I can switch the camera now because it's already on this orientation. There we go. Whoa, it's like wobbly now. It's so wobbly. Whoa, look at that. Ooh, wobble. Okay, if it wobbles a little bit, I don't want it to wobble. That's gonna bother me so much. It's just gonna have to wobble. It's gonna have to. There we go. I want it to. It's just gonna be a little wobbly. Yeah, I can't really do anything about it because my charger is going like this way. It goes over and up to the plug. So I'm gonna have to resolder this. So we're gonna let the camera charge up. I mean, we're gonna let the phone charge just a little bit. So I can reattach this wire because it's so... Wait, actually, I can get a little bit more space with this wire. If I push it over here... Ah, there we go. That's a lot better. Now I don't have to stretch it so far. I can just kind of switch it around, lay it right there, and just add the solder to it. So I should be able to do this pretty quickly. So here we go. Oop. Let's heat this guy back up. And let's see if it's hot enough yet. Nope. Cool down pretty quick. Let's see, we're at 300 degrees. My grandpa had an old... almost... There we go. My grandpa had an old Craftsman. He replaced it because it died. I think he has a Chamberlain now. I don't know. Yeah, he does. I think he does. Just got to heat the wire up, and then it'll suck the solder right onto the wire. So satisfying. It really is. Soldering is satisfying. Ta-da! There it is. Boop. Well, that's not satisfying when that messes up like that. Let's just bring that around here. There we go. Hope that connected. Let me redo that. Let me move this wire. I almost just burnt that wire. Let's try that again. Kind of melt that in there. So I can get it to suck it up. This one's being stubborn right now. This little wire is being very, very stubborn. It won't take it. Take it. Why won't you take it? It won't take it. That wire is being stubborn. Now it won't. It probably won't hold now. Let me see here. We're talking about garage doors now. Garage doors. My garage door works great. I think. I haven't had a problem with it, so. We have two garages. We actually have the shed door and the just the regular garage door. There it goes. Now it took it. Now it takes it. There we go. Now the wire's hot enough to properly take it. There we go. That's a good connection right there. That's a nice one. All right, let's get the phone back and hooked up. Let me make sure this works real quick before I turn this off. Nice, nice. We got it. Now we're going to re-plug in the phone. So if you guys take a look, I'll show you real quick. So let me put the battery pack in there. Now watch this. So when we press, first we gotta move the cord. Press the button. It lights up a nice pretty green. Take the key. The little fire service light turns on. All right, now let's make the video part of this. Uh-oh, battery pack fell out. Wait, what is it? I may be going to St. Louis for Marching Bands of America next school year. Cool. I'll also be in Atlanta. Cool. I'm running out of solder. I'll have to buy more. Okay, let's get the camera. Well, if you come to St. Louis, I mean, if you're stuck with a school trip, that would really suck because school trips ruin fun. I mean, they can be fun, but they ruin freedom. Okay. So then, once you've wired all of that and soldered everything together, you can I just kind of like to tuck the battery pack in here underneath the wire, just like that. We can go ahead and turn this thing over and take a look at it. So if we press down on the green or press down on the button, it lights up green. If we insert our fire service key switch here, turn it to on, turn the light off so you can see a bit better. You can see it lights up the little red light telling us we're in fire service. There's that. Now let me go ahead and set up the camera again for the finishing part of the video. So I'm gonna have to hold this wire up whenever I do this little outro here. So there we go. That's how to wire a Schindler HT call station. That was a pretty simple process, nothing too advanced. Obviously, you need to know how to solder and have a few of the electronic components laying around. But other than that, the actual build process isn't too crazy. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do try it out, I'd be interested to hear how it worked out for you. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have any more ideas for more elevator part related videos, stick them down below in the comments, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, and that's a wrap. There we go. So that completes the wiring for this button here. Pretty epic. That press is really nice too. But yeah, so there we go. There, look at that. That looks cool. But yeah, so that's it. There's the process for my parents were not happy with the teachers for not letting me use the elevator. Yeah. But anyway, so this one's like so rigged in here. It's just, I mean, yeah. That was a fun little project. And so you guys, for those of you who watched this whole time, you'll see the finished video when I'm done. You got to see kind of how it worked. You got to see kind of the behind the scenes of how I, you got to see behind the scenes of how I made these videos. And I mean, this one was an easy project too. I mean, this one was a pretty fast, I mean, this has taken me 90 minutes. 90 minutes to do that project, because I'm just looking at the timer there. 90 minutes to do this wiring job, and that also is including stopping, talking to you guys, and just doing that. So, I mean, that was a pretty quick video. The video is going to be very short, but for, like, for instance, the Montgomery Vector, that build process took me probably a total of 4 to 5 hours to do the whole thing. I mean, because I was out in the shop cutting parts, I was sanding, I was doing all kinds of stuff. And no, I have not been to Atlanta before. But yeah, but like this one was a nice short, pretty easy. That's why I wanted to do that one today, because it was short, simple, pretty easy to do. I mean, and now we have to edit it though. I mean, yeah, 4 to 5 hours. I mean, that's not too long, but it took me a span of 2 days because I had to go, you know, I had to go and, I had to go do some stuff, so I had to actually stop, wait for the next day, and then finish it. I mean, the vector button wasn't too terribly long. I just had to make some stuff for it. And you guys will see that on Thursday. So I'm not just going to end this stream here. I think if you guys want to see, I can start editing this sucker. If you guys want to see kind of how I edit the video, I can do that. I can show you guys the behind the scenes of editing as well. If you guys want to maybe, if you want to see some editing stuff, I can show you how I edit in Premiere Pro. And I don't mind doing that too. I mean, if you guys are enjoying this, I'll do that for you. Yes? All right. Looks like we're going to edit it. Yeah, I'll show you. I mean, this isn't going to be a tutorial on how to edit videos or anything, but it will be. I'll just show you kind of what I have to do. Okay, so I guess when we're done, the next thing we need to do is put stuff away, which, I mean, most of the time I just kind of leave it here, but I'm going to take the circuit board. Let me stick it in my pocket. It'll be easier that way. Just stick the circuit board in there, put these extra screws up here. I'll leave that cool down. Okay, I got the camera. Stick that in my, I'll just hold that. This is going to be, I'm going to try to take I'm going to try to take everything at once. This is going to be probably a really terrible idea, but sometimes terrible ideas work. Switch the camera, and off we go. All right, here we go. All right, look at this, guys. Camera, 2 elevator buttons, circuit board in my pocket. I gotta turn the lights off. Hang on, putting the camera down. Okay, lights off. We're at 10. We are at 10%. Didn't work. Try that again. You hear that Adams bell ringing. Ooh. You just hear my Adams bell dinging in my pocket. Okay. All right. Let me switch the camera. Okay. Put the buttons back on the shelf. Okay, let's put all this stuff back. So, bell goes there. This button goes over here. Oh. It's very, that was weird. This button now. Wow, that looks cool. Goes right there. All right, we got to get this phone back on the charger. And one last thing. Circuit board. Okay. Oh, let's get the phone on the charger real quick. Okay. Plug the controller because we don't need that. And I wonder if I can do this. Nope, orientation is locked. Sorry about that, guys. This is going to be awkward because I have to do that. So this is as far as we can go because we're stuck with the cord. So I just realized I don't have a good place to lay my phone while I work. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to do one-handed editing. There's my... I have 2 notifications. Oh, yeah. Market Square Walkway went live today. Anyway, let's let's get started with the editing. So we start up Premiere Pro. Pretty simple. Yeah, this is as far as I can get because of the cord. So I can't get any closer to the... Actually, I lied. Watch this, guys. I've got this hidden little USB port right on my keyboard. Ha ha ha! Look at that. I always forget about that too. Like, I forget about this cord here, this plug. It's really useful. So the first thing I gotta do is make a new project. And we're gonna call this, I'm doing this one hand, Schindler HT wiring. And everything there looks good. Click OK. And we're here with a blank page. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get the videos off the camera. So let's go ahead and open that. And pull the card out. Close the camera. We got to get out the SD card reader. And plug it in. And it's on. All right, so what I got to do is go into my drive. I'm going to go to my elevator part videos, make a new folder for this, and we're going to call it Schindler HT wire. There we go. And now we're just going to put all the videos we just shot in that folder. I think there's stuff on here still from Roanoke, actually. Yep, still some of my Roanoke stuff is on here. I think. I have a lot of videos on this card. I'm not sure what all is on here still. Yeah, the Roanoke stuff is still on here. All the videos from Roanoke. This takes forever to load the thumbnails, too. But we just want the videos from the bottom here, because they're going to be the most recent. So that's the vector build. There we go. So there's all the clips we need. So we need them all. We need everything but just one hand here. Those. So we want all of those clips right there. And we want to copy them into there. So it looks like it's good. We shot 4 gigs of video. It's going to take about 4 minutes to copy it all over to that folder. So we have about 4 minutes to just chill for a little bit. We can close that out. So I'll look at some of your comments here real quick. Yeah, I'm going to be editing this video one-handed. I am left-handed, so my mouse is on the left side. There's my keyboard, my Razer keyboard. But yeah, so we will be doing this one-handed. So that's ought to be fun. You know, especially with me moving all around the keyboard with the shortcuts, this is going to be definitely hard. It's going to be a challenge that I can complete. And I need some sound, too. I'll get my headphones in a minute. I'll get my headphones in a bit. Have I been to New York? Well, this can answer your question. I will show you just one picture. If I can find it, let me first find the picture. So this is how I've been to New York right here. That's it. I flew through New York on an E-175, so sorry. I want to go to New York really bad, but I went through it at night in the clouds in an airplane. So that's how I've been to New York. I flew into New York on one of these boys right here. That was fun. But yeah, I haven't actually been to New York, so kind of sucks. Yeah, I want to go to New York. Maybe it's a trip Andrew and I'll do sometime. Maybe I'll fly out to, I could fly to LaGuardia or something, because we have a direct, or fly to, I don't like LaGuardia. LaGuardia is an awful airport, but I could fly to New York and meet Andrew there. Check my notifications. Okay. Let me see. While we wait for these videos to go through, I'll put these over here. Okay, notifications. There we go. There's your comment. That's funny. We'll give that a thumbs up. There we go. All right, well, anyway, we still have a minute and 45 seconds for the videos to copy, and then we can stick them all in the editor. Actually, the first thing we got to do is choose our music. We need some background jams. I guess some background jams, you know, while we're... So I think for this clip, I'm going to use just something from... I'm going to use some just like simple music from... I'm just going to use some simple music from the YouTube audio library. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my music folder here, go into my YouTube music folder, and we can pick from all these songs I've downloaded here. So I can't use the Elevators theme song. I can't. I have it. I have it. It's under the Andrew folder. It's right there. There it is. But I can't use it, unfortunately, because it's copyrighted. Well, it's actually it's copyrighted, but not copyrighted at the same time. If I wanted to use the song, I'd have to go pay for a license. And yeah, so sorry about that. I can't use that song, or else I would, because it'd be cool. But I'm going to pick a song, and you guys won't be able to hear it because I have to, at least I hope, yeah. You guys won't be able to hear the music because I'm having to listen on my headphones. Yeah, I use that song. Oh, I wish I could let you guys hear the music because... Oh, videos are done. This is kind of a catchy song here. You can't hear it, though, so this is probably just really awkward. That's the song I used for the Roanoke video. Let's see. What about this song? Nah. Nah. That song's so corny sounding, though, for this video. I'm thinking just like a jazz track in the background, just something like... I don't know. I want to go to the 320 way at Macy's. I want to go to that, the low pitch Schindler. I got to see that. Hey, Aaron, you missed all the fun stuff. You missed all the wiring part. This is the song I'm going to use here. Yep, I'm going to use this song. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag the track in here, and then we're going to drag in the intro. Did any of you guys see my new trailer yet? Have you guys seen my new trailer that came out just recently? This one? Because if you did, you might recognize where this came from. You'll recognize where my intro came from because it's literally the end of it. So all I gotta do is put the intro in, and I gotta cut it. So I'll show you. So I just go frame by frame. You can see it's kind of still there. There, it's gone. So what I do is I unlink these, split it, and then delete that bit right there. And then we pull the audio down one track. So we put it on A2 instead of A1. Okay, next we need to do is import all of the videos. So I'm gonna pull this off of the elevator parts. So I'm literally gonna take all these clips and just drop it into the media folder here. And it's going to import all of them. It can take a little bit of time. This is Adobe Premiere Pro. A lot of editors are set up this way. Like they kind of have a similar idea. So now it's got to do some processing here. Yep, 103 minutes. Oh, Jonathan told you, but yeah, I told Jonathan that I was making one. Let's see here. Oh, you Shotcut. Yeah, that's what I told you to get, wasn't it? It uses the same interface like this. It uses that more professional grade interface. All right, so let's go ahead and drop the clip in. Here's the first, got to turn on A1. If I don't, so this little button here, if I turn off A1 and try to put the clip in, you'll see there's no audio. So you click A1, and then when you drop it in, it puts the audio in as well. So we listen to it. Boom, right there, that's where I start. So I'm just gonna do that. Wait, you use Premiere Elements. Which Premiere Elements do you use? Because I have 15. There's 15. I have Premiere Pro now, but I used to use Elements. It's very good. Elements you can do a lot with. Which one do you have? You have 18. I have 15. So 18 and 15 are very similar. If it's not importing audio right, it's kind of weird. I'd have to look at it. But anyway, so we start playing the video. And I'm just listening to... I wish you guys could hear this. Sorry about the silence. I'm just listening to this. So there's that. Drop this here. Aaron, if you know how to solder, you can do it with this. Okay, so let's drop the next clip in. Get to the spot that I want to start. I would unplug my headphones, but people are sleeping here, and I can't play sounds when people are sleeping because it'll wake them up. If I had a way of hooking up my phone to the computer so you guys could hear it, I would totally do that. But unfortunately, I have no way of doing that. So sorry about that. So this is where I'm going to put the music in. So I'm going to drop the music on the A2. I'm going to put on A3, just give it a nice little thing here. Let me save the project real quick. Yeah, my family's asleep right now, so... So the music's really loud right now. So we're going to go to the audio tab here. I'm simply just going to play the video. And now the music is playing through A3. So it's this one right here. So we're just going to... Like right there sounds good. A little bit more. Right there. There we go. So that's the music put on there. Yep. Oh, vector. That's Aaron's profile picture, yeah. So I'm just listening to the video right now. This is going to be a pretty straightforward video, by the way. Okay, so that's the end of that clip. So you hit split it right there, hit delete, and now we're going to drop the next clip in, which is, let me see what this clip is so you can view it up here in the viewing area. So that's a bad clip right there. So I'm going to just hit clear. That's 467, so I'm actually going to delete it from the original files because we don't need it anymore. So 468, let's listen to it. Yeah, this is the good take, so we're just going to drop that in here. Kind of tidy it up a bit. Boom. And I'm going to put a nice little transition right there. I got some default transitions that I've set, so I'm just going to apply the default transitions. And it nice and fades over to the next one, along with the audio too. So I'm just listening to this here. Yeah, I'm gonna change that out with something else. I got that when I was like I don't know, like 12 or 13. I'm gonna switch it out. Just haven't found anything I want to put there. I have something I want to put there, but I just need to get it up there. Let me see, actually. I wonder if I can turn my volume on my headphones loud enough where you guys can hear it. Let me turn it up here. I don't want to blow the speakers, though, because these are old. These are old. I don't want to break them. Let me see. Maybe I can turn it really, really quiet. I want you guys to be able to hear this. Let's see. There we go. That should be loud enough. It's not too loud. There, now you guys can hear it a little bit.
So if we turn these buttons over, you can kind of see what we're going to do with this project. The one on the left is the button I've already worked with. I've taken the circuit board off, and I put it on my own micro switch, and put an LED where the normal LEDs in the circuit board would be. So it pretty much works just like the normal button would, except it just is a little different. So you see it presses down on the little micro switch, and there's just simply an LED that goes...
Yeah, you like my giant battery? I have 2 of those, actually.
over the little opening instead of the actual LEDs on the board. For the key switch down here, you can pretty much all I've done is made it when you turn on the key, it just lights up the light. So it does that in a similar way the button would. It just kind of, the current goes through the switch instead of through the button.
Okay, so now you can see there's a little bit here where I kind of grab the other buttons. So I'm just going to make a split here. And then cut that out. And then I accidentally made a cut on the music. So let's take that cut out and delete the space. And we don't really need a transition there because we're kind of in the same scene.
Now on this button, there's something a little bit different. If we take a closer look at the key switch here, you can see...
hang on, let me get my other battery. Let me show you. So this model of battery is there's the model at the top of this battery. If you want to look at it, NPFV100, if you want to get one of those. All right, let's get back to editing.
Now on this button, there's something a little bit different. If we take a closer look at the key switch here, you can see there's another circuit board right on the base.
All right, so here's where I pull this other button up. So what I'm actually going to want to do is right when I pull it away, I'm going to make a cut. So you see that. So it goes from there to there.
And if we look at this button, you see there is no circuit board, but there's a little hole right there.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to take that little bit out right there.
So what that little hole is actually a little light, and this is the board for the light.
So there's another little spot where I just talk, so we're going to do that. Take that little cutout.
The light. On the front there'll be a little red light that turns on when the fire service is enabled. So we're going to make this key switch light up the little red light.
And there's the end. Oh, that's also the end of the song, too. Oh, it's such a short song. What the heck? Hey, Jared, how you doing? Oh, that's such a short song. I need to get another one now. All right, we got to find another song to use. So let's find one. Hey, you guys can kind of hear the songs. Actually, I have to be careful which ones I play because I think a couple of these are most of these are copyright free, so I can play these. And the heater came on, so I gotta turn up a little bit. It's got jazzy music. I used that in the Minneapolis road trip video, actually. Can anyone guess what scene this song is from? Does anyone recognize that song from the Minnesota road trip? And it kept going, actually. Yeah, I use that song, but let's see. Oh, listen. Wonder what song that is. I don't. Just going through these songs here. This is how I pick music for my video. I literally just go through my list and pick one I like. Oh, anyone remember where this song? I used this song on one of our road trips too. I like that song too. I use it. Does anyone recognize this song? I'm just gonna ask you every song that I've used. Nah. I'm gonna use one of my. Just use a. Yep, there's my big gulp. Oh, the blooper video. I forget what blooper video I used that one on. Let's see. I think this is. I used that in. No. Sorry, it's taking me so long to find a track, but I have to find a track to use. Gosh, I have so many songs. Yeah, this takes me a little while to find a good track to use. Oh, does anyone know what's... Can anyone name this video that I use this song on? If you can hear it. Can anyone name the video? Can anyone name where I use that song? I will, if, I don't know. I don't know what I can do. If anyone, can anyone name it? Oh, you want to hear this one? Yeah, that's the first blooper video song right there. Let me see here. Oh, that's so loud. Yep, Elevators Rock On, you got it. That's the video is from. And this song is also from that too. This is when he starts kicking the grill. I need to edit the next Diesel Ducey lawn care landscaping video too. Here's the track. Here's the next track I'm using. Right here. I like this track. This is what we're using for the next part that needs music. All right, now that we got the next track set, let's keep editing. So 468. So we're at 469 now. Let's drop that in there.
On the front, there'll be a little red light that turns on when the fire service is enabled. So we're going to make this key switch light up the little red light.
Okay, so let's go ahead and add the transitions to the next scene.
Now, if you're wanting to build this yourself,
what the heck?
there
Go away.
are a few things you might want to know about this project because we are custom making some.
Oh, by the way, yeah.
Simple.
Be quiet. So yeah, Steven, I think you gave me something that I can use on that video. I almost forgot about it too. I'm glad you said something because I probably would have forgotten about it.
Now, if you're wanting to build this yourself, there are a few things you might want to know about this project because we are custom making some things, and it's not just as simple as shoving some wires in there. We're gonna have to get a little creative since we're not actually using a circuit board or any sort of, any electronics of any sort. So the first thing you're gonna really need to know for this project is you're either gonna at least have, if you know how to solder, you'll maybe be able to solder, but if you can maybe get someone to help you with it if you don't know how, because you will need to solder some LEDs together and some on the switches if you don't know how to. Now, if you don't know how to solder and you don't have access to one, you don't know, if you just think, oh, this is not possible, maybe this project isn't right for you. I mean, this is going to require a little bit of custom making here.
Okay, so there's a little split.
But if you order to...
okay, so let's go ahead and chop that out there.
But if you order to continue working on this project, you will need a few things. So you will need first some sort of power supply. Now, the power supply you choose is based upon your LED's voltage. So essentially we need an LED, a switch, and a battery pack. So your LED, this is a 3-volt green LED. And let's say you decide to use a 9-volt, then instead of using a AA battery pack, you would want to use a 9-volt battery. So your power supply needs to match the voltage of your LED. In this case, we're going 3 volts. Now your switch, you need a little micro switch. You can pick this stuff up online, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just need a little micro switch. You can pick these up real cheap online. And if you want to have that HT feeling, you want to get one that's a micro switch and it clicks. Because when we put it back there, you'll press it and it'll feel just like a normal HT button.
Okay, there we go. There's that scene done. Next clip is, let's see, 470. So let's listen to that. So I'll take this little intro bit off here and add the transitions because we're changing scenes.
Now once you've acquired all the parts that you need, we're going to go ahead and get started with disassembling the original elevator part. Now if your part has the circuit board attached to the back, we're going to want to take that off. Now this button actually didn't come with the circuit board. I put this on because I had this circuit board already. I just put it on for temporary. But so if yours has the circuit board, we're going to take it off. If not, we're just going to watch as I take this board off. But pretty much we just want the base button. And also make sure we leave the key switch on because we are going to use that.
The one thing I get out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 471. So this is where we have a time lapse here. This is where I take the board off. So we're going to want to drop the music in here. We're going to drop the music here where you hear the music start up when I do the little time lapse. You can hear me talking to you on the live stream here. So I'm just going to scroll through this here until I start actually taking it off. You know, and the more I think about it, the more I don't even know if I need to add this part in. I mean, you don't really need to watch me take the board off. So I'm actually just gonna take this bit out. So I don't think it's necessary. So I'm gonna cut to the end when I actually get the board off.
I'm curious, so.
Okay, so I take the board off. So let's go ahead and cut this bit out. Here we go. So it should go kind of like this.
But make sure we leave the key switch on because we are going to use that. Let me pull the board off. I'm going to put it to the side. Okay, now let me just do a quick.
So now we're gonna cut.
Okay, now let me just do a quick clip for the video.
Cut again. Take that out. And take this cut out because that wasn't necessary. Hope you guys are enjoying this. You're getting the full production here. You're literally getting from when I just started to when I'm, gonna hit export probably. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole edit, but.
I'm gonna put it to the side. All right, so once you remove the board, you can see this is what the button looks like underneath. Now, if you had one with the down button, this is where your down button would be. You can see there's no down button on this, so it's just a little opening right there. There's not even a hole in it. But for the button that you have, you'll notice there's the opening for where the light would go through, and then this little plastic piece which pushes up on the button, which we don't have anything here right now, which we're going to add something. Another thing you're going to want is if you do have a little screw, you're going to want to save one screw because we're going to tighten this down to hold this plastic piece in place. So now we've taken the board off, let's go down and see how we're going to actually build the circuit on here.
There we go. And boop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Snorky, I'm glad you're maybe learning something from this, too, because that's another thing I hope to achieve with my videos is maybe you learn something, too. So, wait, what? Why does it say 10% battery? We're on the charger, aren't we? That was weird. It just told me I had only 10% battery left. This is a live plug. It should be charging. That's concerning me now. It says my phone's hooked up. Well, guys, if the stream randomly dies, it's because the battery went dead. I mean, it shouldn't go dead because we're on the charger. Very weird. I hope it doesn't die. If it does, though, I mean, I'm sorry about that, but I hope it doesn't. Ugh, let me position myself here. All right, so next clip, 472, which is 72. Here it is. Boop. Here we go. Let's go ahead and cut that.
So first thing you're going to want to do when you assemble this is we want to latch down this plastic piece here. You can see it kind of...
Wait, this might be contradictive here. Let me listen. Let me watch this bit here.
The board, you can see this is what the button looks like underneath. Now, if you had one with the down button, this is where your down button would be. You can see there's no down button on this, so it's just a little opening right there. There's not even a hole in it. But for the button that you have, you'll notice there's the opening for where the light would go through, and then this little plastic piece which pushes up on the button, which we don't have anything here right now, which we're going to add something. Another thing you're going to want is if you do have the little screw, you're going to want to save one screw because we're going to tighten this down to hold this plastic piece in place. So now we've taken the board off, let's go down and see how we're going to actually build the circuit on here.
So I'm going to actually take out this bit where I talk about putting the screw on because I already kind of said that I'm going to do that. So we can take this out. So we're just going to scroll to the end. So we can actually take this clip out because that clip is kind of useless. You don't really need it anymore. So 472 is the next clip. So let me go ahead and do that.
So the first thing you're going to want to do when you assemble this is we want to latch down this plastic piece.
I literally just got rid of 472. Hang on, 473. There we go.
Circuit on here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to,
So we gotta start it right here. Delete that clip, close the hole,
so the first thing
and we need to apply the transitions because that's at a new scene.
So the first thing we're going to, so next we're, let's see here.
So we gotta cut it again because I did a stupid.
Alright, next we're going to add the little micro switch. Now one thing you want to know is you want to know what the pins are. So you can see there's C.
So this video is gonna be uploaded. So Thursday, it looks like the Thursday the 13th, because on the 6th, which is this coming up Thursday. Sorry about that, guys. Got a call in. And I also checked my battery. It still is showing charging. So hopefully we don't die. I don't think we will. But yeah, sorry about that. It should be back now. But yeah, so the upload looks like it'll be on the 13th. Yeah, the 13th is when this video will go up. Because on the 6th, we have the vector button. Yeah, that was Andrew that called me. Thanks. Yeah, Andrew, this live stream, I literally did a live stream starting from, I did the entire process of making the elevator button. I started literally with preparing it, doing the video, and now we're editing it. Everyone wanted to see me edit it, so that's what we're doing. So the HT button. So if it'll go.
C, N-O, and N-C.
If it'll go.
This stands
There it
for
goes.
common, this is naturally open, and NC is naturally closed. And it's basically what it means. N is,
Okay, so I'm gonna need to get so another thing we're gonna need to do is make a diagram showing how the NC and NO works. So we're gonna make a really crappy picture. So hang on.
naturally open, and NC is naturally closed.
So let me,
And it's basically what it means. N is,
so here's a spot that needs to go. That's got to go there. Close that.
is naturally open, and NC is naturally closed. That's pretty much what they are. C is common, so this is common to
Wait, yeah, okay.
both of these. And here's a diagram up on the screen.
So I just said there's a diagram. So we need to make a diagram. So let's go to Paint. Let's make a little picture. We're gonna make a pretty picture here. You guys ready for this? We're gonna make a pretty picture. So here's our switch. We're gonna have 3 pins. Oh, I gotta hold the shift with my finger. Hang on. So make a straight line. Boop. Oh no, it went crooked on me. Hang on. Sorry about this. You guys won't be able to actually see what I'm doing until I'm done. There we go. And super chat. Hang on. Who donated? Oh, Andrew, thank you so much. I can't ring a bell right now because everyone's asleep. But thank you. I can't. I did see it. Yeah, it just popped up. But I can't ring a bell right now. Sorry about that. Everyone's asleep. But thank you so much. Anyway, so we're gonna make this the C. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Yeah, everyone make bell sounds here. So that's the common. I'm making a diagram for this video. So this is N-O. That's Mo. N-O. And N-C. There we go. So there's our wiring diagram. Well, we got to actually draw the pins. So we will say, if I can get it to, this is going to be a really, really terrible diagram here. So we're going to draw a little like pole right here. And we're going to draw a little pole right here. Okay. And then we're going to draw a pole out this way. This is my really crappy diagram, by the way, showing you how a switch works. So we're going to save this as, I'm going to call it switch in C. And then we're going to undo this in O. So this is going to be your guys' diagram of how these switches work. So here we go. So let's go ahead and put the diagram in, because I said I was going to make a diagram. So switch naturally closed needs to go up here. That is, I made that image so small. Oh my gosh, I made that so tiny. But you know what? There we go.
So this is common to both of these. And here's a diagram up on the screen to kind of explain what's actually going on here.
So let me fade this in. So we're gonna make a nice fade in here. So I'm gonna apply the transition so it kind of fades on.
Kind of explain what's actually going on here. So naturally open is naturally open. So the contact here is not touching this pin right here. So C and NO are not touching right now. Now, if you also notice, if you look at NC, that stands for naturally closed. And
I gotta zoom this out as I do my explanation here.
if you look at NC, that stands for naturally closed. And naturally closed, well, is exactly what it is. It's closed. So right now, a current would flow from C to NC. Now, if we press down on the switch.
So now we gotta switch to NO. So I need to put this at the exact same position as this one. So 305.7, 305.7, 305.7, and 213.1. So 213.1. Scale of 139.8. And we have the exact same position as the other one.
From C to NC. Now, if we press down on the switch, you'll notice things change. The NO now becomes closed to the C, and C to NC is now open. simple how the switch works, and what we're going to be focusing on is the C and the NO. Those are the two you want to make sure you know where they are. Okay?
Oh, well, and the song just ended. So wonderful. Okay, so there's that. There's that bit done. So we can close this here. Actually, let me fade this out. We want to fade out this picture at the end. So I'm just going to add a couple keyframes
And C to N,
to it and just give it a nice little fade there.
and C to NC is now open. So it's pretty simple.
There we go. All right, so there's that nice little fade. All right, so next step is 274, which is right here. See a GTS. I might not actually finish this video tonight because I'm starting to get kind of tired and I need to get ready for bed pretty soon. I have to go to college tomorrow. But I'll get a little bit more done here. So let me cut this here, close that, and we're going to put the transition.
You want to make sure you know where they are. If we take a closer look at the actual button, you'll notice there's this little ledge on the side. And now this works great for what we're going to do, because we can actually glue the switch right here on that ledge. So when we press the button in, it presses down on that switch. So I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue.
Okay, so let me make that little cut right there. This is where I pull the switch off. Just like that.
So I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to place a little bit of glue on the switch, just like so. And then I'm just going to place it on in a spot where when I press down, it presses down on the switch.
And let me cut the bit out where I don't say anything. Delete the clip, close the gap.
Once it dries, you'll see when I press down the button, it clicks just like an HT button.
There it is. So there's that scene done. 175 is next. Now we need to add another track. We need to get another soundtrack to put on here. So let's find one. Let's do this one. Just a nice calm track to play. There we go. So we're going to cut this out here. Apply our transition. I'm going to have to adjust the volume. Let's go ahead and adjust the volume. I can't really hear this that well, but I know about where I need to put this. I need to put this about -13. And this next one I need to set at about the same level. I need to put it about -13 as well. And this one I need to put at -13-ish too. Okay, so now let's go back to this clip.
Alright, for the next part of this little construction here, you're going to want to plug in your soldering now. This is where we're going to solder some things to our button. And the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and just take care of the battery pack. Now obviously we have the red wire is positive and the black wire is negative.
So this is where I need to make a cut because I don't need it. You don't need to see me put that down and pull up the LED. Oh, it's so painful doing this one-handed.
Another important thing to note is your LED. Now what you're going to want to look for on the LED is the shorter pin, and there's also a flat side to the LED. So if you can see the flat side right there, that is the negative end of the LED. Usually, and you can see also here we have the long pin for positive, the short pin for negative. That is important, so make sure you can figure out what the polarity of your LED is.
So now we're going to make another cut right here. You see I readjust the camera, which we don't really want that in the video. Take that out.
So what you're going to want to do is on your switch, you're going to want to locate the common pin, which hopefully you did that earlier. And you're going to take your red wire from your battery pack, and you're going to just wrap it around there. And you're going to solder this wire to that pin.
So I say I'm going to solder to the pin. So what I got to do is find the bit where I actually put it on there.
Video is kind of in a time lapse.
So now that I'm putting it on there, so we're going to cut the clip, delete it, and then we're going to actually unlink the audio and cut out the audio because we don't need it. And what we're going to do is make a split in the music so we can turn the volume up. So there's that. And then do a little clip of where I solder it. Here we go.
This wire to that pin.
And there's the end of that. So what we want to do is on that part where I cut the music, we're going to go to the audio tab and bump it back up to 0.
To that pin.
There we go. So now let's go back to the editing tab. And we need to get 476, which I already think I showed that already.
Right, now once you've soldered your red wire to your common pin, the next thing you're going to do is get your LED. And what we can do here is we can lay our LED over the opening and bend the two sides down, so we can simply lay the LED over the top.
So I'm not really going to show bending the LED because it's pretty obvious what I did. So we're just going to cut to that.
Over the top. Once you bent your LED, once you bent the pins on the LED, again, you want to know which side is positive and negative. And you can do that by finding the flat side. The negative is the flat side. And we're going to lay this over the top right here. Now, if you look closely...
So I'm going to...
Focus. Come on. Okay.
There. Cut the bit out where I'm zooming in because, you know, we don't need to see that.
Closely. If you look closely, the one... Now, if you look...
So we're actually going to take out the bit where I say, now if you look closely, because we don't need me to say it twice.
Is the flat side. And we're going to lay this over the top right here. If you look closely, the one pin will line up perfectly with the naturally open...
naturally clopen.
open pin on the switch. So we can directly solder right to the switch from the LED.
Okay, I don't really want that camera shaking there.
Okay, I see another super chat. All right,
There's where super chat came in. I do appreciate your guys' super chats, though. I do really appreciate it. Okay. Okay, let's see here.
It's a wobbling.
Whoa, that looks really cool, the smoke. Watch the smoke on this.
It's a wobbling.
It just like dropped the smoke down on there. Okay, so that's where we want to split. Oh. Okay, unlink, delete the audio, put a split in the music there, and a split in the music there. We need to bump the audio up. So let's go to the audio tab, not the effects tab, the audio tab. Bump that up to 0. Back to the editing tab.
All right. So you can see here.
Oh, Boeing 747. That'd be cool to go on. I would love that. I want to tell you, one of the planes I want to go on before they're gone is an MD-80, because those sound so cool. Oh, crap. I have to cut that. Hang on. Let's cut that out.
So So you can see here we have soldered the positive to the naturally open pin on
Man,
the
A380, that's
so the
cool.
next thing we need to do is attach.
What are you guys? Okay, I'm gonna start a war now. A380 or B747. What's your pick?
To our negative end of the LED. And we're gonna basically do the same thing.
A380 or B747. What's your guys' pick? Ah, man, I got cut again.
Take this and solder it to the negative pin of our LED.
Okay, so let's cut. Schumacher elevator. Schumacher, I don't really know a whole lot about them. I think they're more of a third party elevator company. They're not third party, they're just a smaller elevator company. I don't really know a whole lot about them, for being honest. I've only ever seen a few Schumachers before. So let's go ahead and so hard to do this with one hand. I mean, I can't believe I'm editing a video. I can't believe I'm eating.
Of our LED.
Okay, so there's where I put it on there. And where's the soldering? Okay, there's the soldering. I think Schumacher's more of a Midwest company, because that's where I've only ever seen them, is here in the Midwest. I've seen one in St. Louis. I've seen one in the Chicagoland area. And I've seen one up in Minneapolis. I've seen a couple. I think we saw a couple in Minnesota. I don't remember. Again, we're going to jump the audio on this. Oh, is Schumacher in China? Okay, well, maybe they're more than just a Midwestern company. Like I said, I don't know a lot about them, so I can't make a good, honest, I can't really make an educated response on that. That looks cool. All right, everyone. Well, I can see this video is going to take me a bit longer to edit than I had anticipated. Basically, all I would do is the same thing as before. Hit export the video, and upload it to YouTube, which I'm not even going to upload it yet until I get closer to the time. So this live stream has been going on for 147 minutes, which is like, do math and that number. So I think I'm gonna head off, because I still have to run. The nerd side of me, is the geeky nerd side, is going to come out on me now, and I still have to run one of my games that I play. So I need to do that, and then I got to shower and get ready to go to sleep, because I have school tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this exciting journey of wiring that elevator part right up there. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you've had a fun hanging out on the stream. Hope you guys, let me put my password in here. Hope you guys learned something maybe, and yeah, so we'll see you guys in another video, or another live stream or whatever, but bye-bye. Yes, I play Elder Scrolls